when I put the screen horizontal, it's missing the top bit. Okay. Vertically, it shows the whole frame, but when I put it horizontal, the top frame missing some of the writing on the top. It's gone missing. It's okay. Right. So today is session 3 of the 7 offering. Okay. Session 3. Just a minute. Let me adjust my screen. Okay. Where is it? Oh, did I lose it somewhere? No. Excuse me. Excuse me. Just adjust the screen. Right, so let's continue. I've skipped the first bit where the woman discussing normal daily conversation with everyone. Okay, and now we come back to our pathway, and this is a special pathway. It helps us to know how to accumulate good merit, balanced merit daily, and follow this pathway. We're going to discuss with each other about Eye Offering. And before we talk about Eye Offering, I would like to ask all of you, yesterday we discussed about face offering. Have you already grasped it? Today when you practice sharing, okay, did you manage to talk about it? Any of you have a feeling that when you go to participate in the inside sharing activity, can you see that your smile is totally different now? Okay, any of you have reality and would like to share? Okay, nothing to say. Nothing to say. Okay, so no one is smiling right now. Maybe I'm going to turn everyone's camera on so and let you all smiling. Okay. Someone said that comment, you don't need to ask anything, just look at the video camera and see everyone smiling. That's is it? Okay. Right, so all of you, I can see that you already smiled, and some of you has even laughed. Chị Uyên, what would you like to say? Chị Uyên, say hello to everyone and to the comment. Greeting everyone and comment. I would like to share what I learned in my impressions and my realization regards face offering and eyes offering. Just like everyone, at first when I heard the word 7 offerings, I know that I need to do it. Okay, but I often think of offerings as something negative. It has a negative meanings, and when Common share about the 7 important lives offering, I've changed my perspective about offerings, and I always want to create values for other people. So I always tell myself that, oh, I need to give, offer to other people, and but then they do not receive it, and I start questioning myself. Okay, and now I understand deeper the 7 offerings in order to bring my get my life to live lighter and to live better. Okay, and when I got clarified about face offering and understand the 7 offerings in the 3 angles, then I understand that sometimes I do not want to give as such, and through these lessons I need to smile even more rather than just keeping things for myself. Okay, and when we are taking photos, I see that a lot of people, they do not smile, just like the model, and okay, and then when I do that, I see myself in the photo doesn't look very good, but I do not want to keep smiling in every single photo. But now I learn about smile face offering, so I'm going to do it even more. Thank you, teacher and everyone. Comment said that. All right, so if you taking a photo and you just have a slight smile, then that's also nice. But if you can smile even bigger, like a billionaire smile, then that's nicer. Chị Uyên said, I also learned from you that if we can keep the smiles always in our mouth, our face, that will help us to accumulate a good merit better. Chị Vũ Yến Nhi sharing her reality is that in the past I've went to work in Saigon. I work in sales, and I have an inquiry in my head that I don't know why I always in the top bestsellers of the company. It's always simple for me to sell. And today, when teacher remind me of smiling, then I see that because I used to smile, I always smile happily to everyone, and that lead to my selling is very good. And also, and now I live in a family. I do not go out too much. I'm stay at home taking care of the kids, so I do not smile much more nowadays, and I feel life is so boring. When I have children, I start talking to my child more, smiling to them more, and then I feel myself even more active. Okay, and then I start recognize myself. Then I can see that my smile nowadays is more peaceful, and life also more ease and go with the flow. So I'm value this knowledge so much. I just want to share that reality. Thank you everyone so for listening. Okay, so comment said, Yến Nhi, if you use the pen and practice to smile, to pull your left end of your lip up. Normally, the end of our lip, they tend to be on the straight line. But if you can lift it up, then you is a person represents for a good merit. Okay. There's a few more people raising hand now. I would like to invite chị Thấu. You're just having lunch, just so it wasn't convenient for you to turn on camera, right? And chị Thu Phong share about her reality. So your lesson yesterday given me an opportunity to understand other people more. To be honest, I heard seven offering before, but I didn't understand it deeply. And yesterday, when I heard about it, I feel so emotionally moved and touched. And I realized that it can change a relationship completely. This is also my realization. So in the past, I've tried to smile to other people. I didn't really have the sincere smile. And one time I visited a temple. I talked to a monk, and the monk told me that, oh, I haven't seen you smile for a while. You should try to smile sincerely, so luck will come to you, good fortune will come to you. Okay, and I consider in my life it's more simpler for me to smile with a stranger, people outside in society, rather than smile with my loved one, my husband, my children. Sometimes when I live my daily life, there's so much pressures, and because of the circumstances, now I learn this knowledge. I go back to start learning, I start practicing to smile, and that will help to transform my relationships with my husband. And and after learning this knowledge, I realize everything begins with me. So it's very simple for me to honoring gratitude, the people next to me, and if I have the inner peace from inside of me, then when I smile, it will touch other people, and that's what happened between me and my husband relationships. So I understand that everything begins with me. So it's simple for me to be tolerant, to honoring gratitude to my husband, and stop all of my wanting and imagination in life. Okay, there's this little thing in the past. The little things that my husband done for me, and I think is obvious. I took it for granted, but now I know how to honoring gratitude him, and spontaneously I see that my husband's changing. He is happy, and now he doesn't want to go outside anymore, doesn't want to hang out with his friend more often, but he is more honoring gratitude to family and go back home. And every day he go to work, he call home twice. He could call in the morning and in the evening, because every time he call, I smile at him, and when he get back home, I smile at him, and I also recognize him. So he's naturally want to do things and want to be around me, around the family. So I realized that my smile, when I give it at the right time, it can change a life and change and I also has been applying that into my life much more now. Thank you ever so much for listening. Kumi said, "Oh, thank you, chị Thu. That is your merit. That's your merit. That's your fortune. That's your blessing." And chị Thu Phùng said, "Thank you to the knowledge I be able to change my inner being, and I have been not smiling sincerely for so long, so my muscle didn't relax. But now I practice to smile more, and I feel so happy inside of me." Thank you, teacher. Comment said, "Thank you, chị Thu." There's another person also named Thu. Võ Thị Thu Vũ. Okay. Every morning she smile at the mirror and she found herself more beautiful. So every morning she wake up and she's smiling at herself in the mirror. Okay, so that's a great thing. Every morning you gift yourself the best jewelry. Okay, smiling is the best jewelry. You can wear a lot of jewelry on your body, but if on your face there's no smile, then it doesn't create value for anyone, create value for yourself. Okay, and a sincere smile comes from the bottom of your heart. The sincere smile brought inner peace to other people. That is the smile that we're talking about here. And today we continue to talk about another offerings, that is Eye Offerings. Eye Offerings means we giving other people our gaze. Gaze. Not content, but gaze. Gazing. Our gaze. Okay. Okay. So face offering and eyes offerings, as soon as we encounter someone, we spontaneously can do that already. Okay. And when you go out to society, when you're looking at someone, normally that person will smile at us, right? I don't know how it's about you, but with me, when I go outside, most often when I met the foreigners who went on holiday to Vietnam, when I look at them, they spontaneously smiling at me, okay, and maybe even say hello. But with the Vietnamese, people don't tend to do that, and when I look at them, they tend to wondering, why did I look at them? Okay, but with the foreigner, I don't say that all the foreigners. I said that all the foreigner who went to holiday in Vietnam, okay, whenever I see them, I look at them, they smile at me. But with Vietnamese, they ask, why did I look at them? Okay, and after we learned about face offering and eyes offering, if you go outside and someone accidentally looking at you, then spontaneously give them a smile. Okay, give them a smile. I'll give them face offering and eyes offerings. You just know that you'll be able to make a friend, right? You don't know that from that person may lead you to a new life, a new world, the new country. Okay, you don't know when you get on a plane, go on a bus, go on public transport, you smile at someone, you'll be able to make a friend, and that will enrich your relationships in life. And behind the person, maybe there's a lot of connection we don't know about. Okay, I mean, we give face offering and eyes offering not for a purpose. Okay, we have the eyes containing eyes, we just give it to other. Okay, we do not want something behind it. But obviously, when we do it, is a value that we're giving it to other people, and we do not desire for anything back. Do not want anything back. Okay. So, any of you here? Okay. With the foreigners, when we looking at them, they spontaneously saying hello to us. Hardly or rarely you see a foreigner said, "Oh, why are you looking at me?" With Vietnamese people, sometimes they smile, sometimes they say hello, but most of the time they will say, "Why do you look at me?" Yeah. And remember that our face and our eyes, my face and my face offering, eyes offerings, has helped me to live past a difficult time when I live by myself in a troubled community. Okay, in a very rough community where where everyone's career was to kill animal. Okay, it's in the north of Vietnam. So, and the people act like a mafia. Okay, so I live in that areas by myself. Okay, but I don't look at them as mafia, and I just look at them as normal people. And every time I go outside and I see them, I greet them, I say hello to them, I've asked them how they are, etc. Okay, and in exchange they said that they might do bad things for other people, okay, but they will spare me. They spare me. Okay, so they may making trouble to someone else, but they always spare me. Okay, and I asked them why they do that to others. Then they told me that because they look down on them. They look down on them. Okay, and I didn't do that. So when I learned about this part, face offering, eyes offering, I realized that I've accidentally did it right, and that have saved my life. Okay. In the past, I often go home late as well, and they told me that try to go home early. Do not go home late, because I may get in trouble. Okay, and there's the first time, and there's one time I was driving. Okay, I driving in that area, and they pretend to make my car give an accident to them, and in order to try to get some money from me, right? Okay, and it is happen. Okay, and they when they make me hit into them, okay, I really care for them. Okay, I really care for them, and I really I care for them genuinely. I really care for them genuinely, and they see that I offered to take them into the hospital, and I deal with them very nicely. So their plan was that, okay, if I hit them, I need to give them the money. Okay, but so in that plan, but then because of my behavior toward them, so sincere and taking care of them, they can see my heart in it. So they didn't really did it to me. They didn't really make me give them any money, and then eventually they left. Okay, and then whenever I go past that community, I always smiling at people and look at them with a friendly gaze. So they always they spare me, and they didn't want to do anything to harm me or give give me any trouble. Okay, so when we go and meet someone, we can give them face offering and eyes offering to connect with them and to upgrade relationships. And today, okay, there's a participant raise her hand. Chị Sơn said, hello cô Quế Minh and everyone. I have I have an inquiry, okay, that in the past I often, when I met people, and okay, there's one time I've went home late in the evening, and there's a person approached me and borrowed me money because they said they have an accident, and they asked me whether I go on this road again tomorrow, they will return money to me. Okay, and they didn't. Okay, they didn't. Sometime I've go on the street and found people who is unfortunate, and they ask me for money, so I give them. But other people told me, why do I so naive and let people cheat on me? Okay, and I don't know whether I did it the right way. I should reflect in myself and looking at life in reality. Comment said, so what do you want? What do you want? You have to know what you want in order for me to help you to answer this. Okay, what you want? You want to have enough wisdom to know when to give and when not to give, right? Okay. Jisung said, yes. I want to know when should I give, when should I act accordingly. Okay. Comment said that there is no way to know when we should and when we should not do, but there is another way to there's a way to act in life, there's a way to behavior in life, but there's no right way and wrong way. Okay, there's no way to know if that person have a real accident or just a fake one, or if that person is genuinely or just try to cheat us, try to take advantage of us. Okay, but there is a way to help you to behave, right? So if you have money, and you see that you want to help people, okay, and there's someone appear in your life and they ask you for the money, okay, so whether they ask for it because they really in difficult, okay, because that person really in trouble and they really need the money, okay, so, and if they are not really difficult but they just want to cheat you, they just want to take advantage of you, okay, is it because they do not have enough wisdom to do it? Okay, if they deceive you to get your money, then okay, remember that the money you have, okay, whatever money you have and you help other people but you do not affect them or yourself, okay, then it's the things we should do. Okay, don't need to think too much. Okay, I used to live in a poor community. Most people is very poor and they don't know how to read. Okay, and people there, they very close to each other, everyone share the room similar to each other. So it's a condo apartment with many rooms, and people there, they don't know how to read, so most often they go into the wrong room, and when they walk into the room they're looking at other people and they realize, oh, these people are not their people, or this room is not look like the way that their room set up, then they realize they're in the wrong room. Okay. Right. So I've been studying with them for about a week until I realized that they don't know how to read. At first I felt strange, okay, but then I realized that because they don't know how to read, but they're all very nice, very gentle, very kind to each other. If anyone lost money, and some of them will pick it up, they're going to ask every individuals and return that money back. But there's one time, there's one person pretend that his family member got sick and need to pay a lot of money for surgeries in the hospital, and they go to ask for everyone in that community money. They ask for money, okay, of everyone in that community. So they try to scam others, try to trick others, and into giving them money. Okay, they ask for money or financial. They ask for financial support from everyone. Okay, and everyone in there give that person money. And in the afternoon, some of the member in my room, they complained. Okay, and they swear that person. Okay, I asked them what happened. Right, and they said that the person that we all give him money, he now wearing beautiful clothes, very elegant clothes, and then he went out and spent that money. He is not in trouble, in financial problem. He didn't really need to help his family as what he told us. Okay, right, so you don't know when people are really in trouble or not. But if they ask you for money, okay, do not need to analyze anything, okay, and you don't really need you don't really know what they're gonna do. So if you don't want to give, you don't need to give, okay, and you just end it there. But if you give, then just give and also end it there. Okay, do not need to analyze or thinking too much about it, overthinking about it. Okay, and the participant said that so I have a doubt, I have suspicion inside of me. So Coleman said that, all right, so stop all of that doubting and suspicions. Okay, you just need to know that you have the ability to give, and you give. So whether that person is a good person or bad person, it's not you to be responsible for. Okay. So if they try to scam you, right? So eventually they're gonna get punished by the law. Okay, by the law, just like a story of there's a story, okay, hello Quỳnh nha. Trời, tôi lười. Okay. There is a monk. There's a story about a monk. There is a monk and a scorpion. Okay, scorpion. So he walked past a scorpion and see that the scorpion got stuck in the water. Okay, and and he picked the scorpion up and put it on the ground and take it out of the water, put it on the ground, and the scorpion inject him, okay, with his poison. Okay, so other people told the monk, asked the monk, why did he do that? He shouldn't have helped the scorpion Okay, and then the monk replied that so the scorpion is inject us with poison is because of the scorpion nature, but our human nature is helping other people. Okay, so everyone has their own nature. Okay, and if you want to help other people, it's because of your good nature. Okay. Yeah, so sorry. So the scorpion sting the monk. The scorpion sting the monk. And so sting poison is the natures of the scorpion, but helping people is the natures of human. Okay, so if other people try to scam you, cheat you, okay, it's there. Okay, you don't have to be responsible for. They will have to deal with the law of causality later on. Okay, if they do anything that against the law, then they may get punished. But if not, then causality later will give back to them. But with you, it's your nature to give. So do not resent yourself or blame yourself by helping other people. Okay, do not overthinking and doubt and suspicious. Okay, and resent yourself for helping people. Okay, that's a waste of your life. Okay, right. And so that is the true. If you want to help other people, just help. Okay, even if other people try to scam you, try to cheat you, it's because they really need that money, and that's why they did it anyway. Okay, so but if they deceive you, lie to you, cheat you, trick you to get money, right? It's because they need it. Okay, so if there's one time one time I was in a coffee shop, and a guy came over to me, right, and he told me that he needs to go back home, but he didn't have any money, and he need to take the bus to go home. Okay, so I told the guys that, all right, so you need bus to go home, right? Okay, now just sit down here, have a cup of coffee, have a drink, and then I'm going to get the bus for you, pay the money for the bus, and then you can go the bus, get on that bus to go home. Okay, so so I did that because if he is truthfully need the bus to go home, then he will stay there and have a drink. But if he doesn't really need the bus to go home, then he will automatically eventually leave. Okay, so wisdom level 1, okay, we need to know what right and wrong, what true and false. Okay, but in reality we don't really know, okay, unless you have the wisdom level 1. Otherwise in your life you don't really know whether people are true to you, truthful to you. Okay, unless you have wisdom level 1 is the wisdom you where you spontaneously know what should and should not, what right and wrong, what true and false. Okay, and if we are unable to differentiate that, okay, then whether you decide to give, then you give. If you don't want to give, then don't. Okay, it's just like the story I told you about the people who hit me and want to get money from me. All right, okay, so so what I'm gonna do is, if they really want the money, I'm gonna take them to the hospital, and how much money the hospital needed, I will pay hospital for them. I don't really give them like 5 million Vietnamese dong in order for them to go to the hospital, but I will take them to the hospital and pay the hospital for myself. Okay, And chị Nguyễn Thị Lan want to share. Chị Lan said, when I heard this part, I really be able to untie the knot in myself. You help me to untie the knot that I had helped people a big chunk of money. I help people, I give someone a big chunk of money in order for them to overcome their troubles, and that's been help. So I have to lend money. I lend money. I lend about 10 million Vietnam dong to help someone. Okay, so that's about the 1 carat of gold, and that's not little. But I always blame myself, always resent myself, and that person haven't given me back the money yet. But today you have helped me to untie the knot, and I do not attach to get attached to other people, attached to the situation anymore. So thank you for helping me to untie the knot inside of me. Help me to resolve the bottleneck inside of me, help me to break the deadlock inside of me for this situation which haunted me for about 10 years already. Okay. Thank you, Teacher Quế Minh, for helping me. Thank you for resolve the bottleneck. So I have helped people. I can have ability to lend money to help people. Okay, that is a great thing that I've done. Okay. And cô Quế Minh said that, alright, if you haven't had any resentment, okay, haven't had any blaming, resentment, you're always happy, right? Then that person, until the moment that they have the money, they will return the money to you. But that is the different story. And a lot of people already see you a good person, right? Okay, and if you do not resent them, blame them, anything, other people will help you. Okay, so sometimes if you help someone 1 carat of gold, it doesn't mean that that person gonna give you back that money, but maybe someone else. Okay, because that person is in financial difficulty, if you want that person to return the money to you, then that's not simple. So maybe one day they get better, they have save enough money, they return it to you. But sometimes if you help someone, then some other people will help you, will give you that 1 carat of gold. Okay. Maybe they're gonna help you similar to what you help other people. So you might not receive back from that person, but maybe from many other people. But the moment that you resent yourself, you blame yourself, then by chance you accumulate negative energy to yourself and to other people already. Okay. And I would like to invite Anand. So thank you, teacher, for calling me. And today is the first time that I share, because the lesson that you share today had touched my inquiry, and I found it's very profound. Therefore, I raised my hand to share. Okay, so the way that we give other people money, right? I often help people, help the poor by giving them money, and some of the time I do not have any lingering, pondering attachment to that, but sometimes I get so entangled to it. Today one time it was raining, and I saw a girl who sells lotto paper, okay, and she was crying, and I heard, and then we came to ask what happened to her, and she about 10 years old, and it was dark, so we feel poor, and she said that she has her lot of paper got stolen, all right, and we feel poor for her, so we offer to give her the same amount of money that she got lost. Okay, she got taken away from her. Okay, and then a few weeks later, we went back to that area. That's the same road. We met the same girl, did the same thing to other people. Okay, and we kept meeting her 2 or 3 times again. So she have an accident or something, and then other people help her, and then I know that she wasn't truthful. Okay, so from then on, I get entangled to, if we help other people and they just take advantage of us. Okay, and there's another time I work in the office. There's someone dressed up nicely came into our office and asked all of us to give him money so he can go to his hometown. So that's what 2000 something years, and Kuman said, so about 2003, 2002, 2003, there's a lot of people doing that things, and they go to the home, to the rural area to do that, to even do that. Okay, so participant continue that. Yes, so back then I thought is they are in difficulty, they're really in difficulty. So I have 70,000 Vietnam dong back then, so I gave it to him, and after giving the money to him, I didn't think much. Okay, but then after he left, all of my college told me that why did I believe in him? He tried to deceive me, and I told my college that, oh, it doesn't matter. If that person really asked for it, and he dressed so nice, I think he really in difficulty, so he dressed so nice, so he wouldn't really need money from us anyway. So I think that he didn't really cheat us, scam us, or deceive us. Okay, and today, when you share this topic, it touched me about what happened to me in the past, and I've been pondering about this. So nowadays, when I give, okay, I will consider, if I give to that person, I will not get entangled anything. Okay, thank you ever so much. Rồi, chị Lan Anh, that's right, cô của mình said, that's right. After you give, do not think anything else, only thanking that person because they have activated the benevolence in your heart, okay, the generosity in your heart. So that people come into your life, they meet you, they activate the generosity, the benevolence within you. Okay, so they receive your money, they receive your benevolence, okay, your compassion. Okay, so if you start analyzing right and wrong, then stop there. Okay, you don't need to give. And situations at the little girl in your story. Okay, the little girl. Then the little girl, hardly they can create a situation like that. They can make up a situation like that, but they normally be led by someone. Okay, be led by someone, either their parents or by someone that threatened them. Okay, so sometimes you met people and they scam you, they trick you. Okay, and there's only 3 situations. There's only few things related to it. Okay, so if you get tricked, if you get scam, you get trick or scam or deceive, right? There are few factors involved in it. First, because you are too greedy, because of the greediness. Secondly, because you are too kind, because of kindness. Okay. Thirdly, because you are too scared of something, you fear of something, you scared of something. And fourth, because you believe in people too much, you're too trustful in other people. If you do not have, you are not greedy, you are not scared, you're not afraid, you are not believe in people too much, you are not gullible, dễ tin người. You are not gullible, you are not too naive, okay? Or you are not credulous, or too trusting other people, easily get fooled by the other people, okay? You're not gullible, naive, credulous. Then no one can trick you, no one can deceive you, no one can scam you, okay? And if you get scammed, if you get tricked, if you get deceived, remember that's the money you lost for a lesson, to learn a lesson. So less honoring and gratitude, right? We are not honoring gratitude toward the deceiving, the trick, but the scam, but honoring gratitude, the lessons that we learn, and by doing that, we'll be able to activate activate. So when we honoring and gratitude to the lessons, then we grow, then we mature, okay, and then we be able to activate the energies of honoring and gratitude, and that's more benefit for us. That's more benefit for us, right? Because that energy, our energy, we do not take it from anyone. Okay, we activate the energy of honoring and gratitude. Okay, so without that person deceiving you, tricking you, and scamming you, right? You do not have the opportunity, okay, to show your benevolence, to show your generosity, okay? And no one knows how compassionate are you, right? So without that person, no one knows how benevolent are you, how kind-hearted are you, how decent are you, okay? And is it right? Okay. And the person said, yeah. And comment continues. So you know, even your friends, they know that you have a kind heart, right? But if you are too kind heart, then you might just be gullible, too naive, right? Everything needs to be in balance, okay? If you have the kind heart and that just enough kind heart, then that's good. But you are too kind heart, you might become gullible. And remember with the energy, okay, you have kind heart, so you have two kind heart, okay, then it's my you may be easy to other people to scam you. And when people scam you, you get your energy go down to negative, right? Okay. So negative, if it go all the way to the bottom of negativity, okay, too much negativity, okay, then you learn from that situation, okay, then you'll be able to raise your energy. So your energy go up and down, up and down, up and down. And we live in the positive, negative, positive world anyway. So we belong to our so forever we live in the negative, positive bubbles. So is it right that a person who are too naive, too gullible, right? Too naive, too kind-hearted, too credulous, they simply to be deceived by other people, to be scammed, to be tricked. Okay. But then if that person are not angry because they get scammed, they got tricked, okay, and then many times after that, if they get scammed over and over again, get tricked, get deceived over and over again, okay, many times, then that might be because they do not get entangled to people, do not get entangled to get attached to other people, get attached to people behavior. Okay, they just know that I can help other people, and that's good. Whether it's good or bad, it doesn't matter. Then that deceiving, scamming, tricking, it doesn't matter much, because that person, the inner being, has reached, has shifted into the next level already. Okay. And chị Thu Phùng raised her hand. Chị Thu Phùng again. Okay. Thank you, teachers, for calling me again. I have another things I want to share. Last year, when I worked in a construction site, there's someone told me that they couldn't pay me. They couldn't pay me for the job that I done. So today they don't have money to give me. So I've tried to go home today, and but they didn't give me the money, so I didn't have the money to go home. Okay, and I went and told one of the lady in the office that can she help me, give me something to do so I can earn the money to go home. And she asked me, oh no, she came and asked me, sorry, I'm telling the story in a bit of so let me tell the story again. So she worked in a construction site, and someone came to her, tell her that they went for work today but didn't get paid, and she need the money to go home. And then chị Phùng asked that person, and that person asked chị Phùng whether she can offer her something to do so she can get the money to go home. And chị Phùng said, how much of the money do you need to go home? She said about 120,000 Vietnam dong. And chị Phùng said, okay, you don't need to do anything. I can give you 120,000 Vietnam dong for you to go home. Okay. So I told her, I gave her 140,000. She actually needed 120,000. I give her 140,000 so she can drink something on the way home. And then my husband told me that, I might just had the same thing happen to me the other day. Okay. There's someone told me that someone came to our construction site the other day and also said to me the same thing that happened to you. And I also gave her the money, money. And then later on, about a month, maybe less than a month, I work in a different construction site, and that person came to ask for the money, to request money again. And my husband called me out and asked me whether this person is the same person last time. And I said, that's the right person, okay, last time. So this time I know that we got scammed, so I didn't give that person any more money. And inside of me, in my inner being, I feel it's very normal. Because I think that I can help, then that I help. If that person did anything wrong, then they're gonna have to pay for their price later on. But so I think it's that if other people really need help, I still help, well, regardless anyway, because I can help them. So if we live in suspicions all the time, then we might just miss out an opportunity to help a real person, a person who really in trouble. Okay, even though that's not much, not a lot, just a little bit money to go home safely, then if we continue to doubt, okay, we think that, oh, we need to be so careful with people, they may, so then if that person really in trouble, they will lose faith in humanity and don't know where to get help anymore. Okay, so regardless of the situation, I think it doesn't matter. As long as we can help, then we help, and we help with the comfortable, comfortable inner being. So we just do a good deed. Okay, so as long as inside of us we feel good about it, and the moment that I look at her face, I decide that I'm not gonna help her at all. And Goldman said, oh, you didn't help her anymore, but some other people, they may call police on her. And Jifum said that, okay, so I didn't do that, but I no longer live in suspicion anymore. Right. And Goldman said that, right, so someone said to you that, right, so you know this person scamming other people, why didn't you tell the police? Okay, because you give this person an opportunity to go and scam more people. Right, thank you, Chị Phong. Okay, so that is her choice, everyone. That Chị Phong choice. We do not get entangled to it, attached to it, right? So I would like to answer the questions that if Chị Phong decided not to tell the police, call the police, then that is her choice. But some other people, they think further, right? If they find out the people who go and scam others, they're gonna get the law involved, involve the laws for that person to stop their scamming. If we, this is the other way. If you want to do it, okay, then you can do it this way. If other people want ask for help, if other people ask us for money to help them, okay, we can ask them what is their goal, what's their aim, what's their goal, the end goal, okay, what did they really want, and we help them exactly just that, and if they refuse, okay, then that's not true. And if they just want money, then that's not true. Okay, if someone told you that, oh, they need money because their mother is sick, right? And they need certain amount of money, then you will tell them, oh, I will get buy a car to take your mom to hospital, and I will help with the hospital bills. Okay, and if that person be happy about it, then that's true. But if that person refuses to help, then okay, careful about that as well. You might go with that person by yourself, then you might got harmed. So do not go by yourself, but go with many people. Okay. So the bad thing, the negative thing in life happen is not because of there are too many bad people, but because the good people keeping those things going. The good people didn't really treat it all the way to the end. So if people ask for money and we ask them for the end goal, and then help them to exactly that end goal that they needed. Okay, and otherwise, if we keep asking more questions, then you may even find out the truth eventually. Okay. Right. So Eye's offering. We'll go a bit too far with Eye offering now. Let's go back to our topic. Okay. So Eye's offering. Eye's offering. Oh, Eye's offering. Sorry. This is a Vietnamese song about Eye's offering. So Eye's offerings mean we giving out gaze. So what do you think if people said that our eyes only to decorate? Our eye to not to look to see, but to decorate. To decorate. So what do you think? It's not right, right? So our eyes is the window of our heart, of our soul. Our eyes is the window of the soul. Okay, so our eyes can really see everyone around us. So other people said that we have the inner eyes as well. Okay, so someone said that through the song. I can see that it is about contentment. Right. Comment said our eyes is a physical part of our body. It doesn't determine what content inside of heart. Okay. So we can really content. Okay. It's happened when we even if we don't have eye to see, we can content other people. Just like now, you do not see your loved one in front of you, but you still content them, you still see them, right? Okay, and yesterday in the community class, I asked a participant that whether she can see her mom, and she said no, she cannot see her mom. So I know that she doesn't connect to her mom, haven't had good relationship with her mom. And I asked her, does she have children? And she said she had 2 big daughters. And I asked her, can she see her children? And she said yes. Okay, yes. Right. And then I asked her whether she live with her husband right now, and she said no, she doesn't live. She and her husband already split up. So I realized that this lady, she only live with her children So therefore, she only see her children. She doesn't even see her mother at all. So remember, we can only see what we contain. We can only see what we contain. Do you believe it? Okay. Our physical eyes do not allow us to see everything. It's only allow us to see what we contain. Okay, it's the same with people and things. Okay, with a person, with people in a crowded place. Okay, our eyes can still see the person we contain. For example, in March, in April, we're going to learn the art of storytelling. So at that event, at the art of storytelling, most of you will be mentor 7, but you're gonna experience a very wonderful things when you step into a hall full of people. You will look for the person you content, and you're going to meet that person. Okay? And you do not see others because they do not believe, they do not exist in your mind, so you do not see them. Okay. So can you reflect on it and see if you have experiences like that? Okay. You might step into a room full of people, 1,000 people, but you only content whoever you content. You will just see them, look for them. Okay. And the participant said, "Oh, there's one time I couldn't see 100 people working in front of me because on that day I think that everyone working somewhere else." So eyes, what we see from our heart, see from our mental image. So our eyes is to see. Okay, see if your heart can, your inner being, you can contain them, then you will see. Okay. So if you're unable to see, okay, so if we go to a strange place and you do not see anyone, okay, or you can only see the person you already acquainted to, then, okay, is that's to people, the same to other, to things as well. Whatever you contain, you can see it. I work in the same way with many people, and I experience that eyes offerings with really like that. Okay, so on the same road I work with other people. Okay, I work with my husband. There's one time I worked with my husband on the road, and I told my husband, "Oh, this flower is so nice, that house so beautiful, look at this branch of trees." Okay, all the things that I saw, but my husband didn't see any of that. Okay, he see so cô ấy mình talk about cây cổ rồng. Cổ rồng. I need to search for cây cổ rồng. What does it mean? I don't even know that's cây. That dragon tree. So dragon tree. Okay. Dragonia. So dragon tree. Let's say there's a dragon tree. So dragon tree, when you cut it, okay, the water come out is red like red, and they call it dragon blood. They can live up until 1,000 years. Okay. Dragon tree, interesting. Dracania, Draco. Right. So see, basically, Coleman see the dragon tree, and her husband didn't see that, doesn't even see that dragon tree. He see the person who underneath that dragon tree selling cookie, selling pancake and cookie. So so that's what happened and what she experienced. So with Coleman, she see the dragon tree, and with her husband, he see the cookie and the so whatever we contain, what things we contain, which people we contain, we can see them. When you post on Facebook, right? So it's very simple. Whoever content you, they will see your post. Okay, and if whoever doesn't content you, there's no connection for you to see them. So eyes offerings means we use our eye to see. Okay, we use our eye to look, but when we see, that's called eyes offering. Okay, we can use our eye to look, but only when we can see. Right, then that means we are offering. Okay, so me and my husband, whenever we go out, I always see flower and tree, and my husband always see food. Okay, so wherever you content, you're gonna see that. So when we see someone, because we content that person, do you believe me? So in this Zoom we have 100 people, and when you turn on the Zoom, you'll be able to see the person that you content. Sometimes that person exists in that Zoom for a long time, and then one day I call them up, and you realize, oh, is that person in our Zoom as well? Right? Because you can look, but you do not content. So now we can understand the wonderfulness of contentment in our eyes. So we can see when we content, right? We can see when we content. So we understand it here. So with the saying that our eyes only used for decoration, okay, that is the meaning of that. Okay, and we have the need for other people to content us. So when other people content us, we feel warmed, we feel warm heart, right? But before other people can content us, we need to take initiative to content other people. So let's say now in this Zoom, we have 200 people, right? Do you believe? Do you have self-confidence that you can content those 200 people? Okay, let's not set 200 people, only 10 people, right? 10 people. Are you have confidence that you content those 10 people? Even they turn off the camera, okay, would you be able to see them still? So, and Tần Dật raised his hand, and he said that, oh, I'm so confident that I can content more than 20 people. And Coleman said, oh, yes, because the people who brought into to mentors more than 20 people already. So in your mentor class, when you turn on your camera, right? So every morning I look at the Zoom, everyone in Zoom, and see, okay, and I look at video room. I see everyone. I look at everyone's face, okay, and I know if you sleeping, if you fall asleep or not, because when we divide you into the Zoom, you are still there, you do not go to the Zoom, so I know. In the past, I used to see if people missing in the Zoom, and I call them, okay. but I call them to go into Zoom. But back then it was COVID time. If I do not see them in Zoom, I need to call them to make sure that they still alive. Nowadays it's different. Okay, back then it was quite dangerous because there wasn't any treatment. Okay, and in human history, that is the first time we face COVID. Okay, and people said it's very dangerous. And in the Zoom, some people said, "Oh, I got COVID. I got restraints in here and there. I got to go isolated in certain areas, certain places." Right? Okay, so in our mentor, we make you cite the next of kin paper, right? Next of kin, to make sure that when we're unable to find you, then we can find your family member. So someone asked me why, how can I contain so many mentors? Because that is my responsibility. They give me the responsibility to contain other people. So at least I know which mentor that person is. So the teacher may ask me, "Oh, Antang, which mentor is his?" Okay. But I'm gonna ask him before answering him. I'm gonna ask which tongue you talk about, which city you talk about. So when I establish that exactly the Hoang Trang from the Ho Chi Minh, okay, then I answer him, and then he asked me who connect him to this program. I need to be able to answer that as well. Okay, so if I unable to answer that, I will lose my job. That's my responsibility, my job. So someone asked me, how did I manage to do that? Okay, and I asked them, so why did you want to do it? Okay, if you know why you want to do it, I can show you how to do it. But if you don't know why you want to do it, I cannot really show. Okay, so it's my responsibility. Give me the opportunity to contain people. Why? Because in the past I often avoid people. I often hide from other people and do not interact with people. So that's an opportunity that Thầy give me in order to transform, because people is the engine of balance and good merit. The only way for us to grow, to help people, to create value for other people, for them to bring value to other people's life. Okay, so I've have a little bit good deed left in order to meet our teachers, and I understand that people is an opportunity for me to create an engine of good merit. But in the past, for like whole 10 years, I didn't really need people. I hide from people. I stay away from people. And until the moment teachers see me as a good merit person, okay, he said that I have too much good merit because I've closed my life and destroyed my life in 10 years, but it's still good. Still going. So right, so I have to contain 10,000 people in order to follow our teacher. Then I did that. Okay, and so it's very simple to me, right? With when you sign up to the program, okay, I've looking at your name, and I've looked at over and over again about 80 times a day. Okay, and when I interview you, sometimes I don't introduce directly, but I sit behind the desk and I looking at your face, I watching it, I observe it, okay, in order to remember people, contain people face, right? Okay. So if teachers ask me who are they, I know exactly who they are. So some people sign up and they didn't pass the interview, and I need to see whether they participate in the interviewing class and accompany our community in order to accept them for the next semester, for the next program. Okay, so whatever we do many times over and over again, then is ingrained in our brain. Okay, and now we know about total karma. So when we continuously bringing things into our life, then we can contain other people. So our eyes, it doesn't play any roles here. The important thing is whether we contain people. Okay, and when we contain people, we can see them. Okay, we can see them. So in the past, I didn't see anyone, so that's why it is benefit in terms of I do not get attached to anyone, entangled to anyone. Okay, because you think of it this way: if you see so many people and you get attached to those people, you get entangled to those people, can you really live in this life? Okay, so we see that we see everything of that person. We see the good and the bad and everything. And if we see so many bad things, then what? What happened? It's very tired, right? So first, with eyes offering, first we need to see, and after seeing, then we take initiative to content all of the goodness. Okay, so we can contain the goodness of people. Okay, deeper than this. Later on, the way that you contain the goodness of person means you have wisdom level 1. Wisdom level 1 is the wisdom that we will learn about it, whether things are right, wrong, good, bad, true, false, should or should not. Okay, so that is wisdom level 1. Is the wisdom where people can differentiate good, bad. Okay, and with eyes offering, we use the first level of wisdom level 1, in order to see what good, what right, what should, what true. Yeah, so that means in our life, whoever we meet, they are talent asset, they are capital, they are asset to our life. Do you believe it? Do you believe it? Do you believe in that saying? People is our valuable capital, and as long as there is people, they are asset, talent asset to us. Do you believe in that? Okay. How can everyone be capital to us? How can everyone be talent asset, right? Okay. Any of you see that people are in your life and you has been create so much trouble, right? So if you see all of this, we we take initiative to utilize the first level of wisdom, so we can contain people in our eyes. Okay, so we only, whoever in our life now, from the rest of our life, whenever we see people, we only contain the goodness in them. Okay, only contain the goodness in them. And the closest people are the people we love in our family, right? So do you have confidence to contain? You have confidence to contain your family member. So eye offering means you look at other people and you gaze, you look at other people and that is a content gaze. Okay, so do you content your loved one, the people in your family, your loved one? Okay, so let's sit and self-observe whoever we mention nowadays and we do not see the goodness in them. Anyone that we see and we do not see the goodness in them. So in our house, is there anyone that we can just content them, right? And so can you content them? That person. And chị Thủy said, chị Thủy raised her hand and said, hello everyone, hello cô Quế Minh, my name is Nguyễn Thị Thủy, my number is 6037 from the house 303. And so you ask who can I content? Okay, personally, as a Vietnamese person, I'm married to a German guy, and when I moved to Germany, my German is not very good, and when I connect to my husband from online, and then we'll be moving in to live together after I got married. Okay, and in my mind, the German people, they have a culture of respecting women. So my image in them is in him is very good. So why I've interact with him daily, in my subconscious, I have a good image of myself. And when I meet his family, I only see the goodness in his family. And our family, we have a habit of old people, and they live in the rural area, so people tend to know what to do and everything. Okay, and when I go home, I see everyone love each other, and my husband wife, she passed away already. Only my father, my husband father. Okay, and everyone complained of his father. Okay, but I said that I don't see any bad things. I only see goodness in him. He take care of everyone. He nurturing everyone. He think of me and also my children as well. He take care of the children, okay, and myself, right? And people sometimes mistaken my father husband as my husband, but I address it clearly to them that is my father and in-law, my father, and he is very good with us. Okay, so I only see him as a good person, always take care of everyone. And even my husband, sometimes he go him very, very late for work, and people ask me why is that. Okay, and sometimes my husband forget my wedding day and other, because I realize the pressures of work job is a lot, and when he do all his work, he just want the family to be better, and I am the goal for him to try it. So I can only see all his goodness, and I do not see all of his bad side, because even though everyone keep telling me him this and that, all the negative about him, they gossip about other negative about him. Okay, so they sometimes resent me for being nice to him. Okay, but I tell them that I only see the goodness in him, so that's why I treat him nicely. Okay, And sometimes someone asked me recently that whether I still love my husband like the beginning, and I told them no, I love him even more now than before. Okay, and they wondering that why we've been married for so long, but we still love each other so much. And I said at the beginning, I only pick and choose, but if now I can choose again, I will choose as fast as possible. In the past, when I choose, I'm still thinking, but now I will close my eye and just choose immediately. Thank you, chị Thủy. Chị Thủy can contain other people very good, right? And we can see that everyone here, there's people comment into the chat box that this woman's very blessed. Okay, so our eye offerings as the level up, you see people goodness, you see goodness in people, right? So we have already talked about it. We do 7 offerings in order to accumulate good balance merit, and eyes offerings here to see all the goodness in people. So that's why she have a good life. Okay, so when we talk about eyes offering and face offering at the end of the day, because we want to accumulate good merit and balanced merit in order to have a good life, right? So when we understand all of this, we should do this, right? It's very important. That's why we said if you have nothing to do, be with inner peace. If you think, then think 7 holistic wealth. If you do, then do 7 offerings. If you talk, then talk arbitrarily with mentor. After you learning all of this, you can practice this in your life daily. And okay, if you want to share this knowledge to others, we have layer, we have many things. Okay, and eyes offerings have many level as well. Okay, and chị Thủy, you're very good in containing people, but if you can contain more people than that, is even better, right? And chị Thủy said, so which me, when I just got a new job, I've worked in an environment where it's all foreigners. There's one Vietnamese only, the balance. Okay. So in 2020, that's a COVID time, and I was the first Asian there, and the people looked down on me, and no one wanted to help me. So back then I worked in the clothes, in the manufacturer's clothes, and everyone had 3 boxes that they have to do. So in the first 3 weeks, okay, all of my materials has gone bad, and my boss asked why all of my my mushroom, they are in the bad situation, because, and then I realized later on, because I do not get entangled with other things, and I didn't see. So first, when I went to work, okay, I woke up at 4 in the morning, and when I arrive at the office, whoever I see first, I will smile and say hello to them. Okay, and my eyes will see them. That's come from my inside of me. Okay, and there's one time there's an accident. So sorry, there was so when I want to leave the company, everyone came to hug me, and okay, and they praise Vietnamese a lot. And through today's session, I can call them, record them, and what else can I receive? What else can I do. And when I arrived in Germany, because I went there with that mentality, so I met a lot of people who helped me. And when my husband have a conference, I go along with him, even though I only understand about 20% of it. Okay, I still want to go to give him support. And I'm honoring gratitude to the knowledge and to teachers and everyone. Comment said, thank you, chị Thủy. You have a great reality, right? An inner being coaching consulting specialist who can give eyes offerings. That means you can help so many people in the future. And a person who find out about the inner being consulting specialist, and they just want their inner being been built. So we learn all of this, and we go back to share the knowledge in inner being class, right? So first you need to contain people. You need to see them, you need to contain them. And one more step, we need to use a wisdom level 1 to pick out all of the goodness in people to see, right? Just like chị Thúy share her story. She contained her husband, her her father-in-law, right? And she tried to contain everyone in the Zoom. Okay, so if you can look at her eyes now, you can see she have a peaceful eyes. Okay, and we don't feel criticism or criticize when other people eat. And I want to share a little bit relating to the appearance of so when you go to share, there's a 2 way of sharing. So the inside, the on-site, okay, sharing. You have 2 ways of sharing, 2 methods, okay, online and offline. There are 2 way of sharing. So you have offline sharing and online sharing, and within the offline sharing, I've at the beginning, when thầy teach, everyone listened, and I love to hear he talking. I've followed our teacher and want to learn that, want to learn how to talk to other people, and they feel valuable a lot. Then they feel we're actually talking to that person. And teacher told me that when he talked, he always looked at people, look at that person directly and talk to that person. Like now I look at Mai, and she doesn't look at me, but I will see her. And Duck and Dương Quang, okay, Dương Quang is okay. So if you see me, then you can see that I content you and you content me. So through Zoom, you turn on the Zoom and you can see your eyes in Zoom, right? And you can see your eyes, you very clear in Zoom. Then anyone look at the screen and they're gonna see that you are looking at them. Okay, so you can see that I looking at him. So when we talk in front of 1,000 people, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 people, 1 Zoom, 2 Zoom, 3, 4 Zoom, do not already manage it. So when we're looking at other people eyes, okay, then they will feel that we are talking to them, not talking to someone else. Okay, and then they're gonna feel that they want to listen because of us. And when you talk to them, okay, you can say that, oh, how the way she talking about me, right? So if you don't say anything, I know you are currently talking anyway. Just like when I talk about helping others or not, because some of you never raise your hand, okay, and go study. And so if people said that I allow them to go and keep doing the bad thing to other people, so when I look, I know. So that's called content gaze, and with camera, our light can see us clearly, and if anyone look at us, they're gonna see that we're looking at them, okay? And wherever you sit, okay, I just need to turn on the camera and I see her. So if you are going to turn on the camera, then so through Zoom, yeah, okay, if you can look at people through the camera lens, they would think that you're looking at them, right? In an offline event, you go on-site sharing, okay, on-site sharing. If you haven't done an offline on-site sharing, then you can feel about it. Some of the speaker, when they speak, they're gonna look straight to the end of the room, but some people, they will look at one particular spot, okay, one particular spot, and those people, they are trained to become a speaker. I seen in mentor, international mentor, okay, there's a class, right? There's a class to, okay. So when you go and talk to other people, we need to give them face offerings and eyes offerings, okay, because other people, they don't listen, okay, and might hurt someone else, okay. So when you stand on the top part and look down, okay, so you need to apply this in your life, okay, and report back to me, okay, right? Because this afternoon, this evening, anyone practice, please share with me how you manage to practice. That means you looking at someone, looking at their eyes from they start opening their mouth until they finish, and then you move to the next person. So while you stand on the stage talking, you're looking at every single person and talk to them, and then everyone in the whole Zoom will start doing it. So if you look somewhere else, do not looking at one specific spot, then people okay, do not so some people said that, oh, look at other people and think of them as animals, think of them as fruit or vegetable, and talk. So we don't do that. We don't do that, because we're looking at people. We're looking at people's eyes to connect and to help them, to support them to transform. So if you do not connect with people, then no transformation to happen. So this afternoon, this evening, anyone stand up to share, then apply this, okay? If there's 15 people listen to you, okay, and you stand on stage, then you still need to look at 19 people, okay, those people, and you even ask them to confirm whether they agree with you, right? Okay, and then later I've turned over and talked to other people, would they agree me on this, okay? So anyone in the room would definitely listen, because you ask him particularly, just like ask them, so they will concern about our story, and that's how we can help people to transformed by content other people. Another way to say is we give other the contented eyes, okay? Contented eyes, and another way we can say is eyes offerings. And this is one of the offering, that the most important offering, because if we can support people, okay, then if a people cannot change if no one content him. So mentor, remember to content each other, content other mentor as well. Okay, right. Okay, and this is the highest level of the eyes offerings, mean we content people transformation. We content people transformation. If you can look and still see, we still see other people transformation. We don't need to know where the people are from. We don't need to know who they are. Okay, we only need to look at whether this person has transformation. Okay, so first we look and we see them. That's in the first level. Okay, a lot of people in our society, they look but they do not see. Okay, but if we look and we see people, that is good enough. That's the third wisdom. Okay, so if when we look at, we piece the highest eyes offerings, means we look and we see other people transformation. So thầy often told me that you don't believe yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, then at least believe in me, right? Mentor 7 is the last mentor, so you haven't seen our mentor yet. And some of you said that why you haven't seen him, because this is the transition step for other people, other teachers. Okay, because right, if we do not, if we see other teachers sharing, right, and in mentor 7 you see so many teachers sharing, because these are the results that have been trained. The people has been trained by our teachers already, and whenever we need, we will ask our teacher to point it out the way for us. Okay, and all of the mentor gone. Okay, so each of us, we do not have 10,000 mentor. The only way we can bring this knowledge globally means we need to help other people transform. Okay, we content our people transformation. Okay, help people to mature to the ultimate maturity person, and we need to anchor the portrait of the mature person. Okay, anchor anchor the portrait, anchor the portrait of a maturity person. Okay, cố định chân dung người trưởng thành. Cố định chân dung người trưởng thành. So you haven't met other people, but you have basket that. Okay, so okay. Okay, cố định, anchoring, anchoring the portrait of Okay, so we go into prepare for the first stage. First stage we have 7 mentor, right? The second stage of our organization, you're gonna see that there's a lot of competency have been brought into our programs. Let's say pickable, and so each of the courses that we learn, there will be adding an extra courses. Okay, and some people have the English competency, and if the international company invite us, then you can go and translate and talk. Right. So there will be no mentors. Okay. So these are the comprehensive mentor 7. So the first, okay. So the first stage of our organization is what we're doing right now. Okay, sharing teachings, mentor 1 to mentor 7. Okay, and next we go into upgrade our total karma to train the next mentor. Okay, so mentor 7, you are aimed to become comprehensive mentor. Okay, and later on you have the ability to train a comprehensive mentor. Yeah, so this course we have the foreigners participate, and they will become mentor, care mentor for. So our transformation, our teachers always contain our in confirmation, right? And this is the first. Okay. This is the step for us to get into the second stage, the new stage of our organization. Okay, right. So we talk about the transformation by see the transformation of other people by applied wisdom level 2. Okay, and we understand that everything happen around us is begins with ourselves. Okay, and so the root cause of life begins with me. Okay, and I content other people, and anchor that content into our mindset. Okay, from a person who don't know what to do, don't know what to say, and things like that. Okay, so whoever I become is created by our teachers. So that's in his mindset. Okay, whoever I become, it will be his teachers, our teachers. what our teacher already prepare, because our teachers he already at wisdom level, a high level of wisdom to see everything already. So if teachers doesn't okay, so in the past I decided when I reach 40 years old I will end my life, but our teachers give me a chance, the opportunity to understand is right. I have ended my past life and continues the new life. Okay. And I was 6 years old back then, so I asked him to give me a child, and there's no other way. Okay. So a person be very happy when other people sharing with them, and if you want to take initiative to content others, if we said at the beginning, so deep inside of us we contain other people, and when we create value for other people, okay, then as a human being we have imagination, wanting an imagination, okay, is the core. So we are our human beings, so we always want to do a good thing to other people, and when we see them, we content them, and when they become good, they have become good already, then eventually they apply the seven offerings, then eventually that person's life will be better. If no one content us, okay, then it's difficult for us to become someone. Okay, difficult to become someone if someone already content us. And mental master often said want new things, so we want other people to content our image, okay, our image. And every day remember to apply the 7 offering. Okay, so today you understand deeper about Eye Offering, right? So the highest level of Eye Offerings would mean we content other people transformation. Yeah, so we focus on the transformation of our children in the family, the closest people to us, my husband and my wife. Okay, chị Thanh said that thank you teacher for content me and let me speak, let me talk. I would like to thank you, the organization, everyone, and the teachers for content me, so and everyone, so we can grow. Okay. So thank you for the lesson today. I realized that I have already utilized my Eye Offering while I teach the kids in my class. There's many scenario situation. There's a situation when this student, okay, he got a B in his test, and last year in the last semester he couldn't get the good score because he didn't attend the class on time. When he in the class, he didn't listen to a teacher teachings, and so when I talked to her grandma, then his daughter, her parent is working far away. Okay. So when I talked to her grandma, she said that, she complained a lot of things. Okay. And then I told her that, my dear, I know that you are very difficult to take care of everyone while the parents far away. But if you complain about it, okay, then if I didn't learn this knowledge, I think that the kid has been affected the class condition. Okay, so I decide to say that. Okay, so if you understand, can see that, then we if our children is like that, then we should encourage them to learn. Okay, to learn even better. So I told the grandma to encourage her grandchildren to learn better. Okay, and give her the opportunity to learn as well. Okay. So eventually, inside of me, I looking at the positive in my student, and thank you very much that I learned all of this knowledge, so I can see people for their goodness. Okay, I allow people to allow my student to have space to change, to transform. Okay, and we went on a field trip, and that student is very, very good. Follow everyone. Okay, so it's good for them. So there's when we went for a field trip, there's a leader of the group, and the leader needs to make sure that everyone are there. Okay, so all the students have been follow the lead properly, and I understand that because of my lead. Okay, that's how people to believe more optimistic and more positive. Okay, so I have thank you ever so much for everyone for listening. Okay, I'm gonna prepare to go to the on-site sharing. Thank you ever so much, everyone, for listening to what I'm saying. Thank you, and thank you for containing me and allow me to share. Okay, I hope that my student can content each other, and we also hold each other on hand to make this world become a better place for everyone. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Chitan. I see there are 2 more hands, but we're going to discuss with each other tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. So we end the session today. Okay. And from today to tomorrow, you apply Eye Offering in your life. And tomorrow you tell me the result. Okay. I'll see you all again tomorrow. Okay. So see you in the next session. Okay. The session is end here. Bye bye.